What's up, everybody? XWF1234 here, back with you for an review. This time I'm doing a Raw review plus a figure update. I tried shooting these on my iPhone, but people keep messaging me and stuff on my phone. With my iPhone over here, so when I need to use, so when I need to answer, I can answer it in text message form. Anyway, I got two new figures from Ringside Collectibles. First off, if you can't even see me, it's an Elite Series Flashback WrestleMania 30 Bret Hart. This is his WrestleMania 10 attire. Not the WWF Wayne Deagle right there. Sunglasses. That's all the accessories on this guy, WrestleMania 10. This actually came in a set of just two. And WrestleMania 30 Elite Collection flashback. I don't know. They have WrestleMania 30s on the box, but that's it. Like, that's really it. That's like, this is Shawn Michaels in his WrestleMania 14 attire when he took on Stone Cold with Mike Tyson as a special guest enforcer. Awesome. Has the chainmail suit there that moves, the vest, and then it goes all the way down into his chaps. Anyway, now it is time for my Raw review for March 17th, 2014. As always, I watch the Raw pre-show and the post-show. Last night, I actually had problems with the post-show. So, yeah, so I have to kind of cut it off. I cut it off where I really couldn't figure out what's going on. Anyway, in the pre-show, the panel for this evening, for the pre and post show, was The Miz, Albert, or James Albert as they call him now, Tensai, A-Train, Prince Albert, Alex Riley, and of course Josh Matthews leading the charge. And then in the background they're talking about what's going to happen tonight on Raw. In the background they have Natalya versus, I believe it was Alicia Fox. Natalya picking up the victory, and Jerry the King Lawler interviewing Natalya for Superstars. Then you got Brad Maddox little interview thing backstage. This thing is so off kilter, so I'm looking this way a lot. Anyway, he does a lot of. He just talked about, I can't remember. Then you have Jack Swagger interview where the whole point is, since they're having tensions within the Real Americans, the whole tension is like, Jack Swagger told them the interview is on the other side of the building and whatnot, and blah, 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 and the Real Americans have a little thing. Then Raw goes, that's pretty much the only significant things. Like, I only write significant things down. And then we go live on the air with Triple H in the ring, talking about lots of stuff, including Daniel Bryan's Yes Movement thing last week. Right, Batista comes out, and they have a little thing. Orton comes out, they all have a little thing. Then, the whole point of this little thing was, Orton says he can do what Batista couldn't in beating Daniel Bryan. So he's like, and no DQ sounds really good. So it's Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan in a match later tonight, and then they start bickering back and forth, and then Triple H is like, at WrestleMania there will be a triple threat match. So no matter how much happens, no matter what happens, the winner of Triple H, Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania will be in the World Heavyweight Championship match, or the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania to make it a triple threat. And Batista and Orton are just going berserk, 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 and then Orton hits Batista with the RKO. Yeah, then we have the Usos versus the Real Americans, of course, with his help culture at ringside. Awesome, awesome match. The winners of that match was the All-Americans. I wonder if they're trying to lead them into a title match at WrestleMania. Then we go to the commercial. And on the WWE app, we have a Dolph Ziggler thing about the Under the Giant invitation. Under the Giant 30-man battle royal at WrestleMania. That should be pretty good. Probably the kicker, probably the first match. Then on the WWE app, and then you have Shield and Kane having a little thing backstage. Again, and then if something happened here, I don't know. And then Titus O'Neil has a little bit of an interview, on the WWE app. Then we have Sheamus versus Titus O'Neil. Sheamus picking up the victory, of course. Being at it's St. Paddy's Day. Then you have a Sheamus interview after the match. In ring, and then Christian attacks him and gives him the freaking kill switch out on the mat outside the ring. Then you had Xena kind of come in and talk about stuff, and you had talk about the Wyatt. And then you had Bray Wyatt come on the Tron and do a little segment. I love this build of Wyatt thing at Mania. Then you had an Alberto Del Rio interview on the WWE app during the break. And then you have Daniel Bryan. And you cut to the ring, you have Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton in a no disqualification, which was the best match of the night. I would say, let's see, right next to maybe really maybe there wasn't that many matches on this card. Shit. Probably just beating out the Usos and the Real Americans. Anyway, and Daniel Bryan picking up that victory in what was the real main event, because the main event was awful. It was a squash main event. Then you had Randy Orton. Randy Orton, Batista bombing on Orton. Then you had Batista bomb Orton, sending a message to Daniel Bryan and anybody. Then you had a Fandango and Summer Rae interview. That might have been on the WWE app. I believe it was. Paul Heyman comes out, shows a Paul Heyman not a Paul Heyman, but a Brock Taker video promo. Oh my god, I can't wait for this match. Not because they're building it so well, even though it's such a bad match. A 30 segment back in the locker room. Then you had Fandango with Summer Rae versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes. The winner of that match was Goldust, I believe. I forgot to write it down. Damn. Then you had Kane Shields King in-ring segment, kind of talking about the Yes Movement and whatnot. Then you had, during that, the Shield attacks Kane, giving him a triple powerbomb. Cameron is up on the WWE app, and then you see Naomi returns for the first round. Naomi returns, and then gives a little interview and stuff, but that's about it. Then you had AJ Lee and Tamina versus the Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi. Funkadactyls picking up the victory with the Bellas on commentary. Then you find out who the next member of the WWE Hall of Fame is, and it is Mr. T, the man that was part of the main event at WrestleMania 1 and won the main event on WrestleMania 2, facing Roddy Piper in both of those matches. Congratulations to Mr. T for being in the WWE Hall of Fame inductee. And then you have a 8-man tag match that included Damien Sandow, Ryback, and Curtis Axel, and Alberto Del Rio versus Big E, Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, and The Big Show, which was an alright match. Not the best match, of course, but it was really the true main event. and then Big E, Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, and the Big Show picking up the victory in that match. Then you had Batista has a little interview. I can't remember exactly. D. Young has an interview about being in the 30-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Then you go to a Bray Wyatt, John Cena video package. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this match from this one video package. I know that they've been building this for a while, but I can't wait to see this match. Then you got Bray Wyatt versus Kofi Kingston. Wyatt wins, of course, in a squash. Then Triple H comes out to the ring, calls out Bryan. They have a little back and forth thing. Stephanie comes out, has Daniel Bryan arrested, and then after Triple H fends off the cops, just beats him down, cuts a little promo. Then you cut the backstage pass. The panel basically reacts to Raw, and Bryan goes to the hospital, and then they replay. That's all I saw. Anyway, like I said, I had a little problem with the post-show. That's why there's only 2 things instead of like 4 or 5. Anyway, remember, until next time, guys, comment, rate, subscribe. You know, I'm always here. I'm XW1234. And, as a surprise guest, since today is Tuesday, I am going to We the Kings, aka CTF. Well, it's We the Kings. Charles Trippy from the CTFXT YouTuber that I love as much. He's the only guy, really, YouTuber I've bought gear from ever. Like, I have like 5 shirts and a hoodie. I'm going to go to the We the Kings concert tomorrow night. I have to drive 3.5 hours. I have to go into a different state to see this. But I'll be bringing my Olympus, not my nice camera, but my little Olympus that I used to shoot crap on, that it's just crap sometimes, with me to the concert. So I'll get that uploaded maybe Thursday, maybe tomorrow. Anyway, until next time, guys, remember, I'm XW1224. I'm a pro wrestling fan, not a fucking universe. Peace out.